Okay, so I'm up in the attic here. Um, I want to walk around and show you a few things that I found. So, roof's definitely leaking. There's some pretty significant leaks. Here's the first one. It would be in the front of the building. So you could see all those moisture stains. Um, all this is all moisture stains. Okay. There was buckets catching some of the leaks. This is a roof vent, but you can see that there's leaks. This was catching one of them, like I said. I have to be very careful where I step. There's a 5-gallon bucket. That bucket is completely full, so that was the one roof repair that they did with a 5-gallon bucket. So yeah, once that gets full and overflows, it leaks again. So there's another bucket catching another leak. Um, there's another one down farther catching another, and then there's another one down here catching another leak. So definitely several roof leaks. Okay, and some of the roof leaks have led to some deterioration of the rafters. So you can see this rafter right here, right there, is cracked. This one here definitely has significant damage. It's cracked even worse than the other one. A lot of times you'll see this bottom board right here. If the gutters are really bad and they're like overflowing, sometimes it can back up on top of that, and that'll rot out. And also just from sitting on top of the brick. So um, that definitely has some moisture damage on it too. There's some open. I mean, I can see daylight, a couple of spots in the fascia. So the fascia needs some work. Okay. So I'm just gonna walk back where I came from. Show you a couple of other things. This is really sketchy to walk across. Okay, here's a good one. This is the plumbing. Looks like it was the vent that should go out through the roof. Definitely can see water in it, but it doesn't go out the roof. I don't know if it ever did. I don't see where it would have, but that should go out the roof. There's some old knob and tube up here. It doesn't look like it's energized anymore because they do have the new wiring. I actually had to take my tool belt off to get up here because of the small access. So I am going to check that, and if it is energized, I'll put it in the report. But I recommend removing it regardless. This stuff here with the tube going through the joist, that's the knob and tube. So bathroom fan right there, it's just venting up here. That should be venting to the exterior. Okay. Actually, you know what? That might be the dryer vent. I think it's a dryer vent. Yeah, that's the dryer vent. The bathroom fan is over here. So that's arguably worse to have the dryer vent venting up here. But yeah, you can see the old cast iron. The old cast iron pipe is all rot. That's like completely rotted out on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can I zoom in? See, yeah, that's just all rotted out and opened up on the bottom. So I'm not even sure where that went. They had that going into the chimney. It's so hard to tell It looks like it just ends over there. Regardless, it needs to be, needs to be replaced, right? So, there's some insulation missing up here. Let me zoom out. Sorry about that. I'm just concentrating on not falling through the roof or through the ceiling. So yeah, some missing insulation here. Okay, some of it's kind of thin all the way down. You can see it looks like they blew in, they did a pretty decent job of blowing in insulation up here, but after walking across this, and looks like they had to unbury, they buried the knob and tube and had to unbury it again. I'm not really sure, but they definitely moved the insulation. Okay, so more leaks. There's leaks. That's all moisture stains. This plumbing vent on this side. You see that joint has significant deterioration. Again, underneath of this cast iron pipe. Bucket's in the way. But yeah, there you can see it. The bottom of it just split open. So that one goes into the chimney. So I don't know if they went in the chimney and then up and out. That's where they vented it. But yeah, you can see all this moisture staining. Let me zoom back out. All this moisture staining here around the chimney. It's pretty bad. There's some other cracked joists where there's at least one right here. It's this one right here. The end of that rafter, I should say. So yeah, and I was saying that there would have been an access to the roof at some point because of how tall it is. You can't really get it with a ladder. This would have been it. This would have been that access, but they had nailed that shut. They put boards over it and nailed it shut so you can no longer get on the roof from up in the attic. So yeah, so there's more knob and tube. I mean, even if this knob and tube was terminated, they got rid of it, it should still be, the ends of it really should be removed, but at least the ends of it, like this wire right here, should be in a junction box with wire nuts and stuff. So just in case it were to get re-energized. So yeah, it was actually a little bit longer than I was expecting, but yeah, it's what we got going on up here.